You know, if you have betrayed your partner's trust, even if it was an accident, even if they're being sensitive, maybe they are, maybe they're completely sensitive, I don't care. I don't care how sensitive they are, but if you have betrayed their trust, I don't care how it happened, I don't care what they did, I don't care if they were digging through your stuff, I don't care what they did. If you betrayed them, then it is up to you and me and whoever did the betraying. This is an equal opportunity situation. Whoever did the betraying is the one who has the burden of repairing the trust. Yeah, I said it. It's your fault, so you need to fix it. Now, the other person does have to cooperate in the process. I will give you that. But if you violated your partner's trust, that they went through your phone and saw a message or a picture or whatever the case is, don't come at me with that, oh, Queen, they shouldn't have been going through my stuff. No, they shouldn't have been going through your stuff. But guess what? It shouldn't have been nothing there to find. Shouldn't have been a piece of paper in your pocket with the girl phone number or the boy phone number or a receipt to the Motel 6. It shouldn't have been nothing there. Okay? And I know some of y'all not going to agree. I don't care. I don't care. If you did it, it's your responsibility to apologize like a grown up and work with that person to regain their trust. Don't bitch about how they don't trust you. Guess what? That's your fault. You shouldn't have did what you did. Clean it up. Get the relationship right. And you'll be all right. Okay? And there's a reason why I'm saying this to you, because I hear this in my inbox all the time from couples or people who used to be a couple and they lost the other person. I hear this at least 1 or 2 times a week. And one of the biggest excuses that I get was, well, he shouldn't have went through my stuff. He shouldn't have been eavesdropping on my call. She shouldn't have been snooping in my wallet. No, they shouldn't have. Your partner should trust you enough not to do things like that. And they could be insecure, could not even be your fault. But the bottom line is that if they're insecure, if it's your fault, if it's their fault, doesn't matter. Shouldn't have been nothing there to find. Period, point blank. So I'm going to do the introduction and then I'm going to tell you some actual tips on what to do. So since I said it's up to you to fix it, I'm going to help you fix it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you something's up to you and then not help you with it. All right. I got a nice little list here that I got off Instagram and I'm going to hook you up. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Let me see. Smack the bell. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Tell us about a time that you betrayed someone and what did you do to get their trust back. And if you've never betrayed anyone, that's what's up. Also, okay? But you can also share whatever you want to about trust. We would love to hear about it. The comment section be lit. As a matter of fact, shout out to the comment section and especially shout out to my brothers. Straight up. I have some of the most intelligent brothers, I think, on YouTube in my comment section. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is out there, if you're looking for some intelligent brothers, they in my comment section. Not only are they teachable, but they also come to teach. So they come to teach and they come to learn. Okay, so check it out. I can't say it's all of them, but there are a lot of really cool brothers out there. Shout out. So also, if you would like to get a reading done, please email me and I will be glad to help you. All of my information is underneath this video. Okay, let's get started. All right, so the first thing you can do if you've betrayed your partner's trust is consider why you did it. Understand your motives and the root cause of your behavior. Because if you don't get to the root of why it happened, it is doomed to repeat itself. Okay? And you're going to take all this time trying to gain your partner's trust back, only to do it again and lose it again. And with some people, you may or may not even get it back in the first place. And with a lot of people, you're damn sure not going to get a second, third, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You know, after a while, people cut off them chances. I know for me, you probably won't get more than one. If we're in a relationship, I probably will be more flexible. But the bottom line is that it is definitely something that you need to understand, or you're going to be doomed to repeat it. Number 2, be open, honest, and completely transparent about what happened, and answer any questions they have. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You have to be open. You have to be honest. Whatever you've done, even if it wasn't an infidelity, maybe you violated their trust in a different way. You know, maybe you made a big ticket purchase without consulting your husband, you know, and it's a joint bank account and now he's pissed. That's a betrayal of trust too. So there's lots of ways that people can betray you, and it doesn't have to be infidelity. All right, let's see number 3. Take responsibility for your actions and the hurt you caused. Consider the impact on your partner and the relationship. This is the accountability piece. This is where you look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? Let's look at me. Because I noticed that what happens with a lot of people, they look at the other person and they keep on telling me how the other person should not have done. The other person is overreacting. They keep on focusing on the other person. The other person is being sensitive. What about all the other things I've done for him? The other person, the other person, the other person, the other person. I get tired of hearing of the other person, because the other person is not the person that you have control over. You only have control over yourself. So if you are the one that did it, you are the one with the problem, you are the one that need to do something to fix it. And you got to take that accountability. And the thing about this is that, like I said before, this is all of us. When I was younger, accountability and responsibility were 2 words it took me a long time to really understand, because I was always just like everybody else. I'm always looking at the other person and their blame, their fault, their excuses. And I realized much too late in life that I wasn't looking at myself because of it. I was becoming so focused on their wrongs that I didn't even look at my own wrongs. Yeah, I did do that, but they shouldn't have said that. I did do that, but they hurt me. It was always that but. I would always go right back to the other person. And it drives me crazy when other people do it, because I know exactly what they're doing. Number 4, sincerely apologize. Be specific and open yourself up emotionally. This is very important, because you have to give a sincere apology. And don't say, I'm sorry if you think I did something to you. I'm sorry if you think is the problem. You think. That indicates that you don't think so. So like I said before, you want to sincerely apologize and say, I understand what I did. This is what I did. And I sincerely apologize for what I did. You know, it's a whole different energy around it, because you are opening yourself up emotionally. And the other person might be frustrated, hurt, angry. You got to eat that, dog, straight up, because you're the one that put them in that energy. If they're angry, if they're sad, you can't just be like, I can't talk to them because they're angry. You are the ones that made them angry. So you have to go handle it. Listen to, validate, and empathize with their feelings. Create a safe space for them to release their anger, resentment, and sadness. That's what I was just talking about. Because again, you're the one that did it. So you can't get defensive. You can't shut down. You can't be angry. I mean, you can, but it's not going to get you or them anything that you want, is my point. So please, instead of doing that, listen, validate, empathize. Let them release their feelings, because 9 times out of 10, after they've really released them, then you guys can move forward. Let's see the next one. Give them time and space to process if they need it. Respect their boundaries and needs. Yeah, because some of them are not going to want to see you. They're going to be so disgusted with you. So give them a moment. Let them get past that repulsion and don't keep trying to push yourself and force yourself on them. Give them a second to have some space. And I know that can be difficult. You know, I've experienced that before, and that's not always easy. Number 7, share how much you value your partner and the relationship. So if you do value them in the relationship, then you need to share that with them. You know, if the reason why you did this is because you don't value them, then you need to reconsider being in this relationship. 8, commit to openness, honesty, and communication. Show your commitment to the relationship and rebuilding trust. This to me is the most important part for moving forward. A commitment to openness, honesty, communication, and not doing whatever you did again. You need to make that commitment, you know? And if you can do that, that is awesome. Awesome step towards rebuilding the trust slowly but surely. Discuss the changes you will make so that this doesn't happen again. That is very important. You need to make a plan for what you're going to do. Okay, so I cheated. My plan is I'm going to go find a therapist and find out what is going on inside of me and why did I choose to seek validation in that way. Easy plan. I'm going to get a therapist and then get the therapist and go. You know, very simple. No lip service. Just do it. Come up with a plan for repair and moving forward. Discuss expectations and boundaries. This conversation about expectations and boundaries and moving forward is more than likely going to be ongoing. You're going to have the conversation and then you're going to have to continuously work together. So that's another good one. It says discuss how to rebuild trust. Maybe there needs to be full transparency with phone records, etc. For some time to show you're not hiding anything. And you know something, this one a lot of people have trouble with because they want their privacy. Well, if your privacy has been questionable in the past, what you've been doing with your privacy has been questionable in the past, then the other person very much has that right to be like, well, I don't really trust you. The last time you told me that you were, going to work, you were going off with your mistress. The last time you told me that it was your cousin calling on the phone, it was your some dude from your job, So you really got to look at those things too. The other person is not trusting you, so there may need to be full transparency. Now with me and my relationships, not the early ones, but in the ones I had when I had matured, my phone and all that kind of stuff never was locked. For what? What does it need to be locked for? If my phone is ringing, why can't you get it for me? Like if it's like a business contact or something, but my phone often rings because security is calling, to let somebody in, packages, things like that. So if my phone is ringing, I'm expecting my partner to pick up the phone and let security in. And look at it, if it's a client, I expect them to let it go to voicemail. I mean, seriously? So for me, it's never been a problem. I've always been completely transparent. And I've always found it weird when people have a problem with that. I know that some people do. Maybe because they've in the past had their privacy violated or things like that could happen. That could be a trigger. But if you're with your partner and you violated their trust and then you want to tell them, no, I need to maintain my privacy. Your privacy is how you got here in the first place. So if you want to maintain your privacy, then maybe you don't need to be in a relationship. And I'm not saying that everybody in a relationship is going to believe in this full transparency, but I really question when a person doesn't. I'm like, why though? That really is strange to me. Like, what exactly? Like, you'll share your body with this person. You'll have kids with this person. You'll share finances with this person. But there's a lock on your phone? You sneaky. You're sneaky. And I'm not going to believe that you're not. So for me, that's a big problem. That's a big, big problem. Especially in a case like this when you already done got caught. Number 11, be patient with your partner and the process. It takes time to rebuild trust. Listen, this could take years, straight up, 4 years, 5 years. I don't know. It could take a long time. I'm not going to promise you 6 months to a year later, your partner is going to say, I trust you again. They might. They very well might. You might do all these steps and be like, oh, wow, it worked, you know, but it could take a long time. And because, again, you were the one who fucked up, you were the one who has to eat that. You have to deal with that. 12, the last one. Focus on bonding and creating new positive experiences together. So creating new experiences will help. It won't take away the bad ones, but, you know, it will bring some more positivity to the relationship. So at least my last memory isn't a memory of, you know, catching you stealing money out my wallet, for example. You know, that isn't my last memory of you. You know, my last memory is us, you know, ice skating or something, you know. So that does definitely help while you're going through a rebuilding process. If you want more information like this, I got this on Instagram from at the.love.therapist. So I think it's a woman. It was a lot of interesting information there. So check that out. Okay. Now, just remember what I said about process. This is a process and it may take a long time. So if you are in this process on either side of it, if you're the person who's been betrayed, please give that person a chance. If you're telling them you're giving them a chance, you have to give them a chance. You can't tell them I'm giving you a chance and then not give them the chance. You know, try, at least try. And if you can't try, it's time to move on. And if you're the person who's done the betraying, you need to be patient and work on what has happened. Okay? So I wish you all well. Now we're going to look at some positive comments. Number 1 came from Author Shadows. Ooh, interesting name, Author Shadows. Okay. Author said, they not married. Oh, this was about a couple, right? There was a couple where the woman wanted the guy to move in. And Author felt very strongly against this, guys. That's why I picked up his comment. Because Author left me like 5 comments underneath this video. He was very against a non-married couple moving in together, okay? I wanted to let you guys know. And this was his comment. They not married. If they broke up, he will lose the money he saved up to the house they bought. That's not fair. Or she may lose her money. That's not fair to either of them. So he doesn't think that an unmarried couple should live together. Now, mind you, Author, even if they are married, they could lose their money. What if I marry you? This would never happen, but imagine, because we don't know each other, but imagine we got married and I decided 6 months to a year later that I wanted to divorce. A very Aquarius thing to do. And I divorced you. You're still going to lose your money, okay? Because unless we had a prenuptial agreement, which a lot of couples do not, you're going to have to give me some money. Also, think about it the other way around. What if I'm the one that has more money? Then I'm going to have to give you spousal support. So the bottom line is, depending on what state you're in, you might lose money anyway. And even if you don't have to give support, you might lose money because you have to pay for a lawyer to deal with this legally. So you still might lose money. Money is something that it's on the table if you're in a relationship or not, you know. And if you're together and you break up, all you would do is sell the house and split the money, basically. I mean, I know lots of couples that have experienced that, unfortunately. So it's not like it's the end of the world once you buy a house with somebody. You're stuck with them for the rest of your life, you know. But Author wanted you guys to know that he absolutely does not agree. So I wanted you guys to know that, because Author was serious in the comment section, man. And this is the other one. This one is A, B, D, and E. Huh? I don't get it, but okay. They said you don't mean Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter, do you? If yes, I will celebrate that and go straight to your video. Why Aquarius are so weird. Yeah, we're weird. And I love it. I love it. But yeah, I am talking about Voldemort from Harry Potter. Voldemort from Harry Potter. Harry Potter is one of my favorite tales, as everybody knows. I have a Harry Potter. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. You can see it a little bit. I got a Harry Potter tattoo. It's Severus Snape. And Harry Potter is one of my favorite tales, you know. And Voldemort, for those of you that know about it, some of you don't, Voldemort is the main villain in Harry Potter. And they always call him he who shall not be named. So the worst ex entanglement I ever had, I call Voldemort. Because he shall not be named, number one. And number two, he has that same evil energy like Voldemort, you know? It's a nasty, slimy, you know, I don't know what to call that. You guys that saw Harry Potter know what I mean. It's like this kind of evil sliminess. You know, it's just, it's a yuck vibration. And that's why I call him Voldemort. And because he tried to kill Harry through all of the movies, and my Voldemort damn sure was trying to kill me. So I always called him that. And it kind of caught on because other people have Voldemorts too. I'm not the only person to have a Voldemort. Some people have more than one. So it just kind of caught on my channel. And now we call all of our exes or ex-entanglements, those of us that want to, call them Voldemorts. But just the evil ones though, because not all exes are evil. Some exes are cool, like my Libra ex. Oh, I'm not even going to go there. Anyway, you guys come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.